Welcome to Fett's Legacy, everyone. Today I am back and we're going to be talking about the latest trailer for Bad Batch and how Boba Fett could appear in the show and why I think he definitely will. But guys, before we get into that, I just want to say a quick thank you for supporting the channel, and sorry about the delay between this video and the last one. I've been going through some personal issues with my family and it's just been a bit difficult to record recently, so I do apologize, but I'm going to try and stay consistent for you guys and keep bringing out content. But guys, getting straight into the video, seeing the new Bad Batch Season 2 trailer has me really hyped. I'm very excited for the show, and I'm definitely looking forward to this season even more than I was in the first season. We do see some more clips in this trailer about Cody, who I am definitely very excited to see again. I'm a big fan of Cody, and I did want to see him in Season 1, and I thought we would, but we didn't, and so we'll definitely see him in this season. That'll be very cool. And yeah, it's going to be cool to see him and Rex kind of face off and talk about what's going on. That's something that I'm sure a lot of Clone Wars fans have been waiting to see. And even just seeing Rex again will be absolutely amazing. You know, out of the regular altered clones, Rex is definitely my favorite. I'm sure he's a lot of your favorites as well. He is absolutely amazing. So I'm definitely very excited to see him and see him work with the Bad Batch in this new season. It's going to be very cool to see. Some other cool things that we see in the trailer is it looks like this giant walking armored vehicle that's kind of modeled after the Zillo Beast. And I mean, that looks really cool. I would love to see what that entails and what it really does, what it's called. And I just want to see it in action. And, you know, maybe we see why they had to kill the Zillo Beast and what it was actually used for. And yeah, I'm definitely excited to see that. That looks really awesome. So we also see a lot more clones in this, and it looks like a lot more clones are defecting from the Empire and, you know, voicing their concerns about the Empire and how they kind of want to split off from it. So I'm definitely excited to see some of that. And I definitely want to see why some of the other clones are becoming disillusioned with the Empire and defecting. We also do see Gungi again. We did see him in the last trailer, but we see him actually retrieve his lightsaber and ignite it, which was really cool to see. I'm definitely excited to see Gungi in action, and I want to see how he fits into the story. Maybe the Bad Batch rescue him. And my theory on this is when Rex asks them if he can use them for a mission, it's probably going to be to link them up with Ahsoka. And in my opinion, I think Ahsoka is going to lead the rescue for Gungi, as she may find out where he is and hear that, you know, a young Jedi Padawan that escaped is out there, and she goes to save him, and maybe she used the Bad Batch to help her save Gungi, and then they go and save Gungi, and then you see what you see in the trailer. So I think we will see Ahsoka animated again in this season. We will see her with Rex, and I think we will see them go and try and save Gungi, and that's how he fits into the story. It might just be one episode, maybe two, but it will be very cool to see, and I would love to see Ahsoka again. We also do see a shot of Palpatine in the Senate, which would be very cool to see. I do like the politics of Star Wars. I do like seeing Palpatine and the entire Senate kind of discussing things. I think it explains a lot of Star Wars, and I know a lot of people don't like the politics, but personally, I find it very interesting, and it explains a lot of the background of what's going on in Star Wars. So I think it's really cool. I would love to see a bit more of the Senate. I thought it was a bit wasted in Andor, actually, and I would love to see a bit more of that and see Palpatine in action. I hope we don't just see him in the Senate. I hope we maybe see a bit more of him outside of it, but definitely looking forward to that. That will be absolutely amazing. You guys know I love Palpatine. I think he's one of the best villains of all time. And yeah, we also even see Bail Organa, who you guys know is also a senator and a big part of the Senate. So I would love to see him, not just in the Senate, but also at the beginning of the rebellion. I did mention this in my Andor review. Make sure you guys go watch that video if you haven't. But I did mention how I feel like Bail Organa could have been brought into the show, and I would love for, you know, us to see maybe more of him in this show, in the Bad Batch. He is shown in the trailer, so maybe we see how he's starting up on his end of the rebellion. Now, guys, that's about it for the trailer and what I noticed and what I'm looking forward to. But the purpose of this video mostly was to talk about, are we going to see Boba Fett in Bad Batch Season 2? And I do have reason to believe that we will see him. Not only did they name drop him a couple times in the first season when talking about Omega and Alpha and how Boba Fett was Alpha, but he is MIA. I do think that we will see him in this season. I think it would be kind of wasted potential for us not to see him and maybe see what kind of relationship he has with Omega. and maybe we could even see Omega in live action in Book of Boba Fett Season 2 or in The Mandalorian somehow. It would just be really cool to see what kind of relationship they have and which relationship they develop. But also, guys, now this could just be speculation and me being hopeful, but Daniel Logan, who, if you guys don't know, was actually the actor that played young Boba Fett in Attack of the Clones, he posted today about The Bad Batch and said who's ready for the show to come back. Now, the thing is, he is a really big Star Wars fan. He goes to all the conventions. He dresses up. He has a big collection. He loves Star Wars, right? So he could just be posting about it because he wants to post about it. It could really mean nothing. Or he's posting about it because he is voicing young Boba Fett. And we do know that he has actually recently voiced Boba Fett in the latest Lego Star Wars game, the Skywalker Saga. And that was a younger Boba Fett, and he voiced Boba in there. So I could definitely see him voicing young Boba Fett in The Bad Batch, and that's definitely who they would bring in to do it. And he would definitely be willing to do it. He loves Boba Fett, and obviously he is Boba Fett. So it would be super cool for him to come in and play Boba Fett, even if it's just for an episode. I really want to see how Boba Fett and Omega interact, and what Boba Fett thinks of Omega. Maybe he sees her as kind of a sister, or maybe he thinks it's a disgrace to his father's legacy. I'm not really sure, but in my opinion, I would hope that they kind of have a good relationship and they're not enemies. I would love for them to bond over being, the actual natural clones of Jango Fett, and they would kind of maybe see each other as siblings. So that's just my thoughts on the subject. Daniel Logan did make a post about The Bad Batch, and I kind of just feel like maybe he's doing this because he is in The Bad Batch as Boba Fett. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think we will see Boba Fett in Bad Batch Season 2? What are you guys most excited for in Bad Batch Season 2? Let me know down in the comment section below. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.